I'm Travia Stewart, and I want to help you move past barriers and obstacles that are preventing you from getting what you want in life. This is Breakthrough. This episode of the Breakthrough Podcast is sponsored by Limitless. Are you settling for a lackluster relationship, working more for less pay, consistently being taken advantage of, a job you no longer enjoy, a career that is unstimulating, feeling unhealthy and exhausted, or even living paycheck to paycheck? And have you found yourself asking, is this as good as it gets? Well, the answer you've been looking for is in my new signature program, Limitless. Limitless is the program created and designed to help you to stop settling in major areas of your life and unleash your potential and create what you really want to create in your life. In Limitless, you will step into your power to set healthy boundaries, to demand more of yourself and others, to ignite your purpose and passion, to clear out that head trash that keeps you from taking action. And in Limitless, you will close the gap between where you are now and where you really desire to be. So join us on this journey of reinvention to discover and create the person you were meant to be. Don't wait one moment longer, because it's time to put yourself first. It's time to reimagine your life. This is your time, and it just takes one decision. Yo, what's up, my peeps? Happy Podcast Tuesday. You may notice that this podcast episode sounds just a tad bit different, and I'm hoping that the echo isn't as bad as I think it is, because I am recording this podcast episode from beautiful San Diego, California, because we are on vacation, and it has been the most extraordinary time with, our best friends from Louisiana, and we have just been able to soak up this beautiful weather, as it's cool, because, those of you who know I live in outside of Phoenix, Arizona, the temperature there has been, anywhere between 113 and 119, and it's hot. And when I say hot, guys, it's hot like an oven. I know it's a dry heat, but an oven is still hot and a dry heat is still hot. So we escaped to beautiful San Diego, and we were able to do some amazingly fun things here, because one of the things that the four of us committed to was hanging out, making and creating the relationships so that we would see each other at least 4 times a year. Because again, we live in Arizona and they live in Louisiana. So these things have to be intentionally planned. And this is what, the work that I do with my clients. And I want this work to show up in my own life. And so, every year we're like, okay, are we meeting our goal of hanging out and spending time with one another? And these are the two. It's Nat and Kat, and they taught us how to play pickleball. And my peeps, that was probably the most fun out of the trip, because, as you begin to get older, some of the athletic feats that you want to do, maybe the mobility, the flexibility, you feel like an athlete, you don't feel like an athlete. As we begin to age, those things, I know for me, begin to get harder unless we are even more intentional. So we played pickleball 2 days this past week on Wednesday and Thursday, as a matter of fact. And it is the most fun, and I feel like I'm still an athlete. I'm not moving like a college athlete anymore, but it's so nice and it's so much fun, and I never imagined pickleball would be as fun as it is. So, and one of the things that makes playing pickleball so much fun is, I've had a total knee replacement on my right knee, and my left knee is like, it's my turn. So the left knee is ready. So I'm not as mobile on the left side as I am on the right side now. But the reason why I bring this up is because in creating my life intentionally, I want to change my knees for my lifestyle. I don't want to change my life for my knees. I don't want to be someone who can't move, can't do the things that I need to do. So you be on the lookout, because sometime, probably the end of this year, I will have my second total knee replacement, because I am creating the life that I want to live based on the things that I want to be able to do and how I want to be physically active. Okay, so that's enough about what we've been up to this past week. Right now, I cannot explain to you, I cannot articulate how excited I am, because today is August 1st and Limitless, my peeps, is open. Limitless is here to help you up level your life in the next 6 months so that you can make the rest of your life the best of your life. It's a 6-month one-on-one coaching transformational journey that is specifically created to help you reinvent yourself and your relationships with my 3-part framework of unlocking, unlearning, and unleashing you to create the life you really want to live. Now, Limitless is for anyone who knows 100% that they were made for more. Remember, I talked about the one belief that you need to have in this life is that you are meant for more. And Limitless is for anyone who believes that right now and is ready to stop settling in their life. And I want to talk a little bit about why I created Limitless. And so the work that I've been doing with clients, I've been working with clients at a minimum of 3 months, some 6 months, some for a full year. And what I have learned is how to get results faster and how to take people through transformation much faster. And so what I want to do on this episode today is talk about what Limitless is and how, if you're interested in going and becoming one of the 10 founding members of Limitless, what is in store for you. Okay, so again, guys, I get so pumped to help you be able to conquer life, to make life what you really want it to be, because we're actually more in control of our life than we realize if we're proactive and intentional with the things that we want to create. We don't want to be people who are just reacting every single day. I believe that we are in control. So this is what Limitless looks like. Limitless is for someone, and this is not an end-all list, but it may be for someone, maybe for you if you currently have no life outside of your kids and spouse, that you have, no true personal one-on-one friends. You only have parent friends. You don't know what to do with yourself when it's just time for you. You rarely say no to others. You don't remember the last time you had real, maybe adult fun. You're overly consumed with your spouse and maybe your kids. You're dependent on other people to make you happy. You pour all of your energy and time into your spouse and your kids. You've lost who you are at your core, and you've given your power away. You don't know who you are anymore. You don't prioritize you or your well-being. It's for you if you're waiting for this someday to come, for your kids to grow up, for all your bills to pay off, for you to lose the weight. Someday I will really choose me first. And for some of you, that someday may never come, but I want to talk to the people who want someday to be sooner right now. So let's talk about what is inside of Limitless. The work that I do is, in the very beginning, we talk about what is your desired outcome. Because we all have an idea of what we want our life to look like. We all have an idea of something that we want. So you have a desire and then you have an outcome, right? And in between those two things, let's say desire is on one island and the outcome is on another island. We have all that stuff in the middle that's called resistance. And the resistance could look like so many different things. The resistance could be limiting beliefs. The resistance could be our core programming, like, that we inherited from our parents. Are you a worrier? That kind of thing. The beliefs could look like we're not enough. And so we get rid of the resistance in order to make the outcome possible and probable. And then in the next, few weeks, we talk about how to help your mind become a partner with you instead of against you. Because the thought work that we will do in Limitless will change your life and the lives of everyone around you. And you'll learn how to make your thoughts work for you. Again, instead of against you, you will learn how to be present in your thoughts. You'll learn how to align your thoughts with your feelings and your feelings with your actions so that you actually produce the results that you want. Because what you think today has been determined by what you believed as a child, probably before the age of 7. And whatever you believe will result in the results that you produce. And so one of the things that I've had to do the most work on is my money beliefs, because growing up, I believed money was hard to make. I believe I had to be famous to make a lot of money. I believe that, even today, that I'm not as far along as I should be. So I had to go through the process of figuring out, well, what was my blueprint? What did I think was possible for me? What were the core beliefs that I had about my money? What did I believe about, my potential to earn the money that I wanted to? Because I didn't see examples of people who earned a lot of money growing up. So I did a lot of work around this. And so we would figure out what that resistance is. What are those core beliefs? What is your blueprint? And identifying those 3 types of resistance. And we remove it. And so we do that with self-image work. We do that with energy audits. We do that with reconstructing and recreating boundaries in and your manual. And so of how you walk through life. Because when we think about identity and your core program, your core programming, a lot of it stems from who you walk through the world believing you are. Because again, the quote that I really, really love and ponder from time to time is when people are like, who are you? The answer is, I am who I think my friends, my family, the world thinks I am. And so for this reason, so many of us make bad choices. And we treat ourselves in terrible ways, and we think so many negative beliefs and so many untrue things about ourselves. We invent these stories, and we just live in other people's truths and how other people define us, and we become those things. And wanting freedom from that, we really, really dive into that deeply. And then we have the next few weeks where we talk about, what is your purpose on this earth? We do a lot of values work so that we begin to come into alignment. And then the next segment is all about creating the vision and the identity. We create a 90-day goal so that we have something tangible that we're creating along the way, because ultimately we are raising the bar to help you evolve from what you think may be normal and acceptable and just okay in your life, to raising your capacity and belief in where you could really take this life of yours. We talk about integrity and commitment, because without that, we don't accomplish what we want, because we have to be integral to what we want in the things that and the actions that we're going to take to get it. And so we choose this goal, we map it. These are the steps that we're going to take in order to get this goal and make this goal possible. We do a full self-image reboot. What is the identity of what future you need so that you become the person your goals require you to be? And that is the becoming process. It's raising your standards. It's recreating you. It's recreating your relationships. It's recreating your environment. And so all of this takes place over 6 months. And then the last 3 calls is all about the integration. It's all about unleashing this new you, this new recreated you who has become the person their goals require them to be. It's that new you who is like, if I want to lose a certain amount of weight, who do I need to be to lose that weight? If I want to earn a certain amount of money, who do I need to be to earn that certain amount of money? If I want to start my own business, who do I need to be day in and day out in order for me to be able to do that? And then the next few weeks before we end is coaching and feedback. It's open coaching and feedback, because I want to make sure that you are putting these things into action, and where can we assess what's working and what's not working. And so ultimately it's 6 months of 90-minute bi-weekly calls. So that's calls every other week, of where we're going to go through a process And halfway in, we're going to go, this is, what I want to accomplish. And we're going to take the last 3 months and basically to accomplish that. And so there will be 90-minute bi-weekly calls. In between the calls, you will have WhatsApp or Voxer support. And those are free apps. You can do it, if you have an iPhone, if you have an Android, you can download these apps for free, but it gives you access to me 24/7. Well, not when I'm asleep, of course, but it gives you access to me to where we can have conversations between calls. Now, one of the things that I've already gotten a lot of questions about is, how is this program different from one-to-one coaching that I'm presently doing? Well, right now, I openly coach my clients on what they need. And so that's a different right now, because sometimes there's not a specific tangible goal we're achieving. Some of my clients want to feel better. Some of my clients want to take their power back. Some of my clients, they want to reinvent themselves. Some of my clients just want to feel more confident. Some of my clients want to improve their relationship. And right now, I'm open to whatever direction the client wants to go, whichever direction the client wants to pursue. In Limitless, we focus on a goal. We focus on who you need to become in order to achieve the goal that you say you want. And guys, the tools that you will learn in Limitless will be something that you can take and use for the rest of your life to create whatever it is you want in your life. I want you to know that I am the type of coach, I am the coach to help you, not just talk about what you want, but to create what you want. I want to help you get a glimpse of what life could be for you, instead of, if you're already retired, instead of just going down that same path that, your parents went down, that kind of thing, and waiting to die. And I want to help you, go out there and get that life that you want. Without any excuses. I want to help you and inspire and empower you to just do it. So, Limitless is open, guys. What to do now to set up the life you want now versus waiting for someday? I want you to go to traviastewart.com/limitless. And while you're there, check out the testimonials on the page. Check out the whole website if you want. And if you have any questions about the program, schedule a call with me. That's what that link does, because I want to make sure the people who are ready for Limitless are actually perfect for Limitless. And so shoot me an email at traviastewart.com or DM me on Instagram, Travia L. Stewart. That's my handle. You can do Travia Stewart or Travia L. Stewart. My peeps, I'm so excited about this evolution and the impact that it's already having on my clients' lives. And remember, this is the founding members program, which means I'm only taking on 10 new clients for Limitless this round. And I want to make sure that you're one of those 10 people, that you snag one of those 10 spots as a founding member at a price of $1,500 for 6 months of bi-weekly transformational calls. And this is the cheapest this program will ever be. And so if you have any desire, if you hear a voice, don't ignore that nudge. Don't ignore that voice. Grab one of these 10 spots right now. The doors for Limitless is open for only 1 week. We start as soon as you sign up. So grab this 10 spot, join Limitless to up-level your life in the next 6 months, again, so that you can make the rest of your life the best of your life. All right, my peeps, we'll talk next week.